I'm a 30-year-old woman, single, no kids, and I worked extremely hard to buy my small house on my own. I didn't get help from my parents, and I didn't inherit anything. I saved for years, skipped vacations, and lived very modestly to make it happen. My family knows how proud I am of this house because it represents independence to me, not just property. My older sister, on the other hand, has always lived very differently. She married young, relied heavily on her husband's income, and made several risky financial decisions. Recently, her marriage fell apart, and during the divorce, she lost the house they shared. I genuinely felt bad for her, so when she asked to stay with me for a few weeks, I agreed. Those few weeks quickly turned into months. She took over my guest room, then slowly started acting like the house belonged to both of us. She rearranged furniture without asking, invited friends over whenever she wanted, and made comments like, "This place is big enough for both of us anyway." I tried to stay calm and remind myself she was going through a hard time. Then one night, my parents came over for dinner, and my sister casually announced that she planned to stay permanently. She said it made more sense for me to move back in with our parents since I didn't have a family of my own. I laughed at first, thinking it was a joke, but no one else was laughing. My parents actually nodded and said it would be the responsible thing to do so my sister and her kids could have stability. I felt blindsided. I reminded them that this was my house, something I worked for alone. My sister got angry and said I was being selfish and choosing property over family. She said I didn't understand sacrifice because I'd never been married or had children. That hurt more than I expected. I offered to help her find a rental and even offered to cover part of the deposit, but that wasn't enough. She wanted the house. When I stood my ground, she accused me of abandoning her at her lowest point. My parents stopped talking to me for weeks. Now I'm being treated like the villain for keeping what's legally and emotionally mine. I still help financially when I can, but I refuse to give up my home. Part of me feels guilty, but another part of me feels like giving in would erase everything I worked for. So, am I the asshole for refusing to give my sister my house after she lost hers?